Hello, everybody. I'm Brittany Larson, and this is my buddy. To me on the video, she's above me. That's Tam Bee. And you guys are always asking all these questions. What's Bitcoin? What's cryptocurrency? So I said, I'm going to do a little mini series, and I'm going to start off with my buddy Tam, who's going to talk to you a little bit about it. Now, she's a Canadian, guys, so if you like me, you'll like her because Minnesotans and Canadians get along really well. So, Tam, why don't you tell us, how did you get started on this Bitcoin journey? Because I had heard about this a year ago, and I'm like, oh, that's just a way, I think, for drug dealers to wash money. But there's a whole lot more to it than that, isn't there?
Definitely. Actually, it was through a friend of mine. He told me about it, and I, like you, I'd heard about it years ago. God, why didn't we invest then? But hey ho, never ever too late. When people say to me, "Oh yeah, but it's already at 15 grand or 18 grand," yeah, but that's like saying it's too late to. Is it too late to start on the internet? It's never too late. When I got involved in, I started looking into it probably in August. And really researched it and tried to learn as much as I could about it. And it's more about the technology that's behind it, which is called blockchain. And that's what makes it so clever and so amazing, because what cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is like the first coin. So it's kind of the gold standard of all cryptocurrencies. And I mean, there's probably about 1,200 cryptocurrencies out there now, but Bitcoin is your gold standard.
That's why we're doing this, because we know some of you get overwhelmed. You're like, well, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? But Bitcoin is the main gold standard that the rest are compared to.
Yes, many of them are. Yeah, exactly. There's a second coin, which is called Ethereum, and many are based on that too. But we'll stick with Bitcoin right now. So I looked into it, and then I also found a company that it's got an amazing reputation. It's been doing Forex trading for many years, and they launched a program because people said, "Oh, I don't have 15 grand." I think that's the price of Bitcoin right now. It's 15,000 for one. So people are like, I don't have 15 grand to invest in Bitcoin. So what this company's done is you're allowed to buy packages, Bitcoin packages. And so it makes it feasible for anyone, because you can start with $60 US for one package kind of thing, right? So that's why I got into it. I'm like, oh my God, anyone can do this. It's very simple, and they do all the mining and all that stuff for us. To break it down to the Bitcoin.
First of all, you talked about mining, and people.
I'll come back to that.
We got to come back to that. So guys, we're going to cover Bitcoin. We're going to cover crypto. We're going to cover wallets. We're going to cover blockchain.
Yeah.
We're going to cover it.
We're going to cover it. Yeah. Stick with me. Stick with me. So Bitcoin is basically like a digital cash, right? And it's peer-to-peer. So it's a bit like Airbnb or Uber, right? It cuts out the middleman, which is banks or foreign exchanges. So, and when Bitcoin was invented by an anonymous person or group of people who is Satoshi, he built this technology right after, and funny enough, it came out shortly after the big crash in 2008, because that can happen again. Nothing's really been changed that much in the financial sector. So this is now an alternative, which people are just, it's finally hit mainstream, which I knew it would. And when it would, it just shoot the prices right up of Bitcoin, which is great because it's peer-to-peer. So it's a storage of value. That's what Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies is. So it's the value that we put on it that it increases it. But all, like Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies, have a limited amount. So with Bitcoin, there was only ever, and it will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. But it can be broken down to a millionth of a Bitcoin. So if you have 0.08 digits, basically, like that, right? So that's why you can get just pieces of Bitcoin. And then after, how Bitcoin is found or it works is through this mining, is miners. And with Bitcoin now, it's not that feasible to Bitcoin mine yourself. because there's so many companies that have literally humongous facilities of these, and you need to have special hardware as well to mine Bitcoin. So the company I'm involved with, they just have this, their new computer storage facility in Iceland, and it's massive, and it's millions of dollars of computer software working night and day. Because how Bitcoin is mined, it's based on this, it's all math. All crypto is all math. That's how the blockchain is built. So I can send you, like I can go on my app and send you right now, because you have a wallet and I have an electronic wallet, which I'll talk about in a sec. And I can just send it to you. I can send you, 0.001 of a Bitcoin, and you'll receive it in your wallet, within minutes.
Okay, so everybody needs a wallet to invest in crypto, Bitcoin, whatever.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Mining is not where you want to put your money unless you're a
Well, that's my opinion.
Right. Well,
in other cryptocurrencies, you can, that I'm involved with as well, you can mine from your mobile app. Like, it's amazing. But we don't have time to talk about all the other cryptos. We're just going to focus on Bitcoin right now. So with the mining, how to find it. So all these computers will be trying to find pieces of the mathematical riddle in the blockchain to try and find bits of Bitcoin, kind of thing, right? So when it first launched Bitcoin, which is in 2009, you could earn up to 50 Bitcoins a day with the right hardware of Bitcoin. Now it's already down to only 12 and a half Bitcoins per day. And every 4 years, that will be cut in half. So by 2040, all the Bitcoin will be mined. There'll be no more new Bitcoin to find. So by 2040, because again, it's all based on, all cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is based on supply and demand.
Now, Satya said that she heard that mining is the way to go. So I guess we need to talk about this a little bit and why you say it's not.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's not. Like, I know that a mutual friend of ours, he does it through a software called Hashflare. Mm-hmm. And I know that he put like $1,000 in mining. But again, he's not doing, you can mine, you can buy the hardware and use it on your own laptop. That's what I'm saying. I don't really recommend for Bitcoin, because you're just competing again. It's, it's David and Goliath basically. But there are companies like this Hashflare that, yes, you can like he spent $1,000, and in a year, I think he said that will turn into 5,000, which is great. That's fine. I found an alternative, which I think is much easier and will benefit you as much, if not more.
We're really looking to help those of you single mothers, you entrepreneurs, people that,
because this is just passive. This is completely passive income.
Right.
So I just, so we're going to the mining. That's my opinion on mining. That's just my thing.
And we can have a whole conversation on that on another day. We don't mind doing these on a regular basis to help you guys. So on that note, I just want to make sure those of you that are joining on here who haven't registered, we got lots of people popping on really quick. I'm just going to do a quick screen share and give you a link so you can make sure to register because I have other people I'm interviewing, but this way you'll make sure to get an email and you can join the Crypto Minds 2018 Facebook group. We'll be posting in there. You can go there, ask Tam all kinds of questions, and then we know what information you want more of and what you're confused about. So I'm just going to do a really quick screen share so you can see what it looks like. So here it is, and it's cryptominds2018.info. Hey, Samantha. Samantha will be in it later. Can you type that in there for me, please? The link is cryptominds, like mines, 2018.info. So we just started, this timer was going, and you can see, here's Tam. We've got Jennifer Goodwin, Jean. These people will be coming up this week. If you join this and you get an email and you're redirected to our Facebook group, which is the Crypto Minds 2018 Facebook group. You can also Google that or search that, I guess is the word. I use Google for everything. So there you go. Hey, okay. Sorry to interrupt. Just want to make sure that those know where to go that want to join us. And otherwise, if you're just on Facebook and you want to ask a bunch of questions, you can go there, and we're going to redirect you to where Tam's group is and make sure we answer all your questions, because it is kind of a little confusing when you get started, but once you get started, you become a crypto addict.
Oh yeah, it's fun. And yeah, and on that note, let me just before I go to talk about the company, I just got to read a little disclaimer. Yes, we are still in the early adopter phase for cryptocurrencies, which brings both higher potential risk and reward. So we don't recommend using more capital than you are comfortable to lose. Proof of payment is no guarantee you'll earn the same, but it is possible to earn this and more with an equal or greater strategy and work ethic. Any earning figures are shown are not a guarantee of income. Figures presented are for illustration purposes only. Okay, because I'm going to be talking about the strategy that I use and the company I use to multiply your Bitcoin.
We always do disclaimers and things, because it's just CYA, because otherwise some people say, well, she said I could make $1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, well, that's not what she said, and I have it recorded. But we are just being clear here. Okay, now let's get on to the fun stuff. So we're talking about Bitcoin and wallet.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was saying. Okay, yeah. So when Bitcoin, like I said, when it reaches 2040, which is when all the Bitcoin will be mined, then that's when, I mean, it's very, very feasible that Bitcoin could be $500,000 or $1 million each. Like, seriously, it's, you know, I truly believe that it could, you know, hit 40,000 this year, 40 to 50,000 this year, because like I said, the mining, there's less and less and less of it, and now it's hit mainstream. Everyone wants it. You know what I mean? So the reason why it's been like any foreign exchange, you know, it's volatile. You know, for example, the Canadian dollar. Like, people were freaking out lately because Bitcoin dropped like a few grand just before Christmas. Well, there's two reasons for that. One was because Coinbase, one of the biggest exchanges where you can buy cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, was closed down for a couple of days, so people couldn't buy or trade it. And the second reason, because of this huge demand on pretty much all the websites for cryptocurrency, just weren't really prepared for it to hit mainstream. And it's gone up hundreds of thousands of people in just the last month. And Bitcoin still has maintained, it's still worth $15,000. So
there's several millionaires in my little home.
Oh my God, many
investing in it.
Yeah.
That's why I said I have to help get this out there so people understand, because they're getting misinformation, because I'm seeing it all over the place.
Exactly, and that's why I set up my group, little bit of coin, because I set it up for my friends. When I figured it all out, and I was like, oh my God, this is like, first of all, this is the future. We're in the future right now. 2018 is going to be the year of crypto, no doubt. And I was like, I don't want because there are, like in any industry, there are some scam merchants and there are some dodgy sites and blah, blah, blah. And that's why I thoroughly research everything that I recommend or that I invest in, because I invest in everything that I recommend in my group as well. So I put my money where my mouth is, and I have tutorials to show you.
That's a lot of money, lady.
Yeah, exactly. Step by step, what you got to do. To set up, you know, your wallets or your exchanges where you buy the Bitcoin, and also the company I'm involved with.
Okay, so step one, somebody's interested in, you know, investing in Bitcoin. They can't just go out and take cash to the bank and say, I want Bitcoin. What do they need to do first?
Okay, so first we need to open up for beginners. I find the easiest is called Coinbase, right?
And that's their wallet? Is that how they get a wallet?
No, that's not your wallet. That's an exchange. That's where you buy. So you can only buy 5 different types of cryptocurrency on there right now, but Bitcoin is one of them. So that's exchange. Like, so many people, they think Coinbase is your wallet. It's not, because you want to have an independent wallet. You can keep a little bit of money in Coinbase, but if anything happened to Coinbase, I mean, it's, I don't know how many. I know a couple of months ago they had 11.5 million users.
Wow.
I'm sure it's double that. I bet it's about 25 million right now. Easy. And just in a month. Like, so you want to have, you can either get, the safest is probably get a ledger, which is an offline, it's like a USB stick. So you can either get a Nano Ledger or a Trezor. And they're about, I know the Nano S Ledger is 58 euros. I would recommend going right to the site. I looked on Amazon Canada and it's like double the price. It's for the same thing. So just go to Nano S Ledger, the site, and get them from there. It's 58 euros. But if you're just starting, then you can I use blockchain as my e-wallet. I'm just going to do a little screen share to show you guys.
And is the blockchain where it's safe?
Blockchain's fine because that's your own.
Just close that. Nothing will happen.
Okay.
Yep.
Where am I now? Oh, I wanted to see. And also, I recommend when you're setting up any of these accounts, go into Google Incognito window. What are these? Because it's a little bit more secure. So Coinbase, here we go. And it's probably logged out, no doubt. Yeah. I did have it all open for you, but hold on. So you want to go here. One second, bear with me.
Traveling Dixie.
Yippers. I'm a traveler.
She likes to travel.
70 countries. Okay, this is with two-step verification. You can either get, once you get into your Coinbase, set up your account, you can either choose to receive a text, so it just makes it way more secure, which is great, or you can get the Google Authenticator, which is an app, which is what I use, and you just have to scan the QR codes, you just have to scan those. Hold on one second.
So what she's saying
is
get 2 different ways to get this two-step verification, and this makes it safe. So like somebody just doesn't have your email address and can figure your password out as 1, 2, 3, look at me, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And Google Authenticator, so basically you get different codes and they change every 30 seconds. So it doesn't matter that someone saw that because A, you don't know my password, and B, that will change in about 10 more seconds. So this is the first step you want to do is set up your Coinbase account. I said we could either do it, I could do it one-on-one to show you, or I have a video tutorial in my group already set that I've done already kind of thing.
And guys, don't worry if you're feeling a little confused. I was like this a few days ago. Everything will be fine.
Exactly. We're here to support. Like I could show, like I said, we could do Zoom or Skype, and I can do a share screen. I can be with you step by step.
We will gladly do a little group meeting. Make sure to go to the Crypto Minds info group and tell us that, and we will do a call with you and walk you through it, because she walked me through it, because I was like, huh, what?
Yeah, I've walked through a lot of people through it because they're like, I don't understand.
We just want you to make money and have a great year.
That's right. That's right. And like I just was for New Year's Eve with some friends, and they're like, right, that's it, Tam. You're coming around. We're going to have a crypto night, and I'll just help them all set up their accounts.
Crypto parties. Woo!
Exactly. Awesome. Okay, and Coinbase is pretty, like, it does give you good instructions to follow through, but like I said, if you need help, we're here, no problem. So once you have your Coinbase account set up, then you would go to buy and sell, and you need to see, with Canada, we're quite limited, so we're a lot more limited to what we can do. I know in America, you guys can actually link your bank account straight up to here, so it's less fees than a credit card, but Canada, we're stuck on credit cards. There are other exchanges you can use, but like I said, Coinbase is the easiest, and you buy it instantly. Sometimes you might have to wait in other exchanges for bank transfers, for sure. Anywhere between 3, and like I said, because everywhere's inundated, it's a lot slower than it was a couple months ago even. So be patient, it'll happen. But like I said, for Canada, I can only link my credit cards too. But in the States, and I'm not sure about Europe, but for the States, for sure, you can link your bank account too. So once you've done all your verifications, and can I say for Coinbase verifications, because you need to include a government ID photo and a utility bill or something government issued that shows your residence address. So you need to take photos of those, and I just couldn't do it on my webcam. So download the Coinbase app and go into, once you get in there.
And make sure you take a clear picture
Yeah.
or redo it, because I waited all day long and then it's like, nope. She goes, oh, I think it was kind of blurry. Then I redid it, and 10 minutes later I was approved. So
yeah, so once you get into your Coinbase app, I'll put it there. I don't know if you can see, but when you go into settings, it'll say ID verification, and you just click on that, you add a new, and it's just way easier to take your photo of your ID and your utility bill via your phone. Much, much easier. And then, but your app is obviously linked to your desktop account, so that's not a problem. And then once you're verified, then you're good to go. Just set it, like I said, hook up your bank account or your credit card. So if I'll do it right now. So if I wanted to say buy some Bitcoin, I would put in the amount here. So just say $100. Okay, and then that would tell me how much Bitcoin I'm gonna get for 100 Canadian. And then boom, buy, that's it. Like it's, wait for it. It's always when you're on live, things are a bit slower. But basically you hit that, and then another thing will pop up and it'll say confirm, and you go, yeah, and boom, it will be in your account, like very quickly.
bingo, bango.
Yeah, see, I have some Bitcoin in there, and I've got some Ethereum in there. That's the second one I was telling you about, the second biggest coin. And you'll always receive a confirmation email from Bitcoin once you purchase something, or send your Bitcoin out of your Coinbase account to somewhere else. So it is really super secure. But like I said, just you don't have access. Like Coinbase, since anything happened to Coinbase, any money you had in there would be gone. It's not, I seriously doubt that's going to happen, but that's why I say keep your stuff in a wallet that you have control of, just to be extra secure. And I also recommend, because it is nerve-wracking, even I sometimes get a little bit nervous. It's like, till it goes through, you're like, where is it? It's in the air, you know what I mean? But that's the thing about this blockchain technology. Every single transaction is recorded and is public on that blockchain. So every transaction something did go kind of tits up, you would be able to find out where that transaction is and where it got lost. But that just, if you do it,
just like the cops when they track your cell phone and where you are.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it. And that's why, Bitcoin, it cannot be shut down, like, because it's on everyone's computers around the world. You know what I mean? Like and that's what the beauty of it is it's decentralized.
Right.
Nobody owns Bitcoin. Like nobody owns the company. There is no company. It's just a digital currency, or, so that's
and guys, think about how currency started. It was the barter system.
Oh, and that's what we're back to, the barter system.
Standard. Then it went to the gold standard. Like, you guys know there's not that much gold in Fort Knox covering all the money.
Yeah.
So this is a 0 and a 1. We are in the modern age, and that's what technology runs on.
Yeah, binary. Exactly. Like my bank account, doesn't have locations. Like, it's all online. So if you think of it that way, it's not really I'm still dealing with zeros and ones for my cash. So it's kind of the equivalent, except for Bitcoin and all the things like Coinbase or the company I'm with, they're so super secure. They've all gone through, like, there's a company called HackerOne that the American defense uses to make sure that their sites cannot be hacked.
It's secure.
It's so that basically what HackerOne does is they get the best hackers, like, trying to attack the site for like 24/7. I don't know how big the team is, but a lot of hackers for usually about 6 weeks. And whenever any little bugs they find are fixed. And so that's what I'm saying. These sites are super, super secure.
And guys, just, remember when credit cards came out, everyone's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And, everybody uses a credit card now. That's what's happening with Bitcoin. This is the new standard, not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency.
The blockchain check. Like that's what I mean. Governments now are looking at the block. They're like, oh my God. And same thing with banks. Like banks are actually going to use that blockchain technology, but keep it in-house.
Right.
Because everything's recorded. It's basically an amazing accounting system. And
the platform that we use is actually going to be taking Bitcoin and paying on it, the Builderall platform.
Yeah, so. Exactly. I mean, so many. I mean, you've been able to book flights with Virgin and Expedia, and I mean, big companies are already accepting Bitcoin as payments. And there's been big talks that Amazon this year will be accepted. Now, with Amazon and McDonald's as well, two that have it's 50-50. They haven't come out and said for sure, but the rumor mill, I mean, they'd be silly not to. Really. So what's that? These huge companies, it's just going to drive the price of Bitcoin up and up and up. So even at 15,000 right now, well, if it's going to be worth 50,000 in a year, well, you're made money. And what I want to show you is with this company I'm with, how you can make like literally 5 times it's like a Bitcoin multiplier, all passively if you want it to be passively. If you don't, then you can you can promote it, or you can even just telling your friends. You have some friends, because everyone gets 10% commissions as well. So you get an affiliate link, and like, you know, that's what I did with Bernie. I'm like, yeah, she's like, I want to, let's work together and show me what to do, and we'll be a team, which is awesome. So she signed up under me. So I will get 10% commissions on any purchase she makes, and then it goes down to 12 levels in total, but everyone gets the 10%. And then there's like I'll go into that a bit more, because
I get to hang out with who I want to hang out and help somebody make money off of me that I like. So
exactly.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So you're in the same team kind of thing, right? So which is great, and you have support. And like I said, like even if you just want to be passive, you're like, no, what? Then you can send them to my, like right now, because my group set up that all my pin posts, all the video tutorials are there. But Betty and I are working on building a membership site, so it's going to be a little bit easier to follow, and it's going to be awesome, basically. So stay tuned for the membership site. But for today, a little bit of coin boot camp.
So to be clear, you don't even have to buy Bitcoin, and you can make money by referring people.
Yeah, with
your link once you get all this fun stuff registered.
Exactly.
Incognito.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so once we set up the Coinbase account, that's number one. And same thing with Coinbase. You can get an affiliate link as well, and anyone who signs up under you get $10 free in Bitcoin, and they get $10 free in Bitcoin too. So another little bonus. Okay, so once you set up your Coinbase account, now here we go. This is the company I've been talking about. Let's see if I haven't been closed out of that one too. Nope.
Oh, yay!
Okay, so yes, it is called USI Tech, and it kicks butt. So I want to maybe talk about the company a little bit. I do have some PDFs in my group that you guys could all grab. So I kind of started it like this.
Bit confused. I just love it.
A little bit of coin, bit confused. Yeah. So this is kind of, in this PDF, it just kind of tells you a bit more about Bitcoin. And that's another thing, Bitcoin ATM machines. I was in New York City last month, and there was like 15 different ones there. So that Bitcoin ATMs are coming out more and more. And USI Tech, they're launching 3 million of their own ATMs this year.
Wow.
Just that one company. Yeah. Because that's another thing. People are like, yeah, but if I buy, how do I turn it into cash? Well, trust me, it's this year again, more and more and more. Not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrencies are coming out with their own credit cards, like Visa or MasterCard.
And I want you to listen to that, because I've heard many people say, and just someone the other night at the bar say, there's no way you can get your crypto. Well, then why are you buying something if you can't use it?
Yeah, of course.
That is not true.
Of course you can. And that's what you know, with the exchanges like Coinbase. I mean, that's, like I said, it's only about 5 different coins right now. But there are so crypto exchanges are just like stock exchanges, right? So there are bigger ones, like Coinbase has their own, which is called GDAX, which is a lot cheaper fees, but you just need to be a bit more experienced because you look at it, you're like, oh, what the hell's happening here? Like I said, Coinbase, boom, it's that easy. Bye, you got it.
Yeah, it was easy.
And once you get a little bit more comfortable, and then, yeah, I'm going to do a GDAX tutorial and a few other big exchanges so people follow what I'm doing, you know. And what was I going to say? Lost my thought.
She's in the crypto world.
I am in the crypto world. Okay, the Bitcoin ATMs, yeah. So that's one way. And then also USI Tech's coming out with their own credit card, which is going to be super awesome because it's going to be linked straight to your account. So you'll have your money on your credit card if you want your daily earnings to go onto your credit card. That's cool. And then you just go and either use it in stores or online, whatever, like a normal credit card, or you go to an ATM machine and withdraw it. So there are other options. There's another company called Payza. And again, you can, and there it's hooked up with USI Tech as well. And you can then send your Bitcoin to Payza and then from Payza straight into your bank account if that's what you want in cash. So there's so many cool tech coming out. It's amazing. Like another cryptocurrency I'm involved with, Cryptarium. They're launching in February, and they're going to be the biggest cyber global bank in the world right now. And they have a card or an app, and you'll be able to go into a store and scan your QR code, and you choose which crypto you want to pay and say, well, stick with Bitcoin. And it'll just put in the amount and say that I'm in America in US dollars, if I'm in Canada, Canadian dollars, if I'm in Europe, euros, whatever it is. It automatically transfers into local currency.
That's brilliant to me what you just said, because let's say Bitcoin's down that day, but you have Ethereum or something. So you can pick and choose which one you want. So you're always getting the highest yield at that time, and you get to choose it.
Yeah, and again, this Cryptarium, it's still open to buy tokens with them. So with cryptocurrency, many companies do what's called an ICO, which is initial coin offering. For many of them, that's to get money to either build their products or to launch their product, and it's for marketing and blah, blah, lots of other things. But with Cryptarium, their product's ready to go. Like that's I think that they're closing the ICO January 13th. So you still have a bit of time. I'm trying to remember how much they are. I don't know. And again, in my Facebook group, or I'll pull up the link for you later on, no problem. But that's what I mean. I look for cryptocurrencies that have a unique selling point.
Is that the one you and I've been talking about?
Nope, that's another one.
Okay. I'm like, I know how much that one is.
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about that. Yeah, but Cryptarium, I think it's about $1 or maybe $1.80 per coin.
And you buy 100 at a time?
You can buy for that. They used to have a bonus, but the bonuses have expired. So I don't think there's a limit on maybe 75, but I think that was just for the bonuses, and the bonuses are gone, like I said. And that's the thing with these initial these ICOs, this is the only time you'll be able to get these tokens. That's it. Once they're launched, tokens turn into coins. So before they're launched publicly on exchanges and stuff, they're always called tokens. And once they are, those tokens will be transferred into coins. And then you can, depending on the cryptocurrency, you can then buy and sell them on other exchanges like GDAX or Cryptopia, or there's lots and lots of different exchanges. Again, I have a list in my group of all the different exchanges, specifically for countries as well, kind of what you're in. But yeah, I think it's going to be a winner that way. But anyways, back to Bitcoin. So now we know you can definitely turn your Bitcoin into dollars or euros or pounds or whatever currency you want. There's a bunch of ways. So that's always good. So don't worry about that.
Okay, so don't spend your heat or electrical bill on something you can't afford, but do invest because it's not going away. But we don't want you to like not be able to pay a bill. to get in out of
Oh
fear.
yeah, only ever pay like invest whatever that you can afford.
Right.
Never go into debt or anything like that. But yes, do like I said with USI Tech, you can start with $60. You know what I mean? You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to put anything in there if you want to just do commissions. Obviously, if you put your own money in there too, you just earn faster. So it's totally up to you. Yeah, so these are just, like I said, that PDF's in my group. So this is about how to buy Bitcoin. And then
So
that's
guys,
just
if
the
you have
chart.
questions, you can put them below the video in Facebook, and we will go back and look at those. You can
Cool.
post them in the Facebook group, or you can pop on Zoom with us where Tam will talk to you at the end of the call.
Yeah.
So let me give you the Zoom ID. For those of you that use Zoom, it's zoom.us, and then it'll pop up Zoom meeting ID 926-920-207, and I'll also put that on the Facebook link there. And you can pop on, and actually Tam's got, some of her people that she's joined under on the call who are very knowledgeable also. So there's plenty of information to be shared, and that's what it's about. We want you to understand it and be clear about it. So if you have questions, because we know it's kind of all over the place when you first start, I was like, huh? What? And then once you get going, you understand it more, just pretty much like anything. So if you want to jump on Zoom with us after this call, we welcome you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm just showing and also remember guys, like Bitcoin started like in 2009 and you could buy I don't even know if it's a penny for a Bitcoin.
I don't think it was.
So it's been around and people go, it's in a bubble. It's all, blah, blah, blah. Most people that don't understand anything about it are just like, it's bullshit, whatever, blah, blah. Well, it's not. It's been around since 2009. It's finally hit mainstream and it's gone from 1 penny to, a month ago, it hit the all-time record of almost $20,000. And like I said,
somebody here, Tam, is worth $30 million because they invested in.
Oh, yeah. And that's what I love about it. There's all these little, I'm not all for you, but all these little computer nerds who saw the technology years ago and were like, shit, yeah, I'm going to just, I'll buy $1 worth.
Yeah, and they're like,
which is 100 Bitcoins. And yeah, all these little, computer dudes are like millionaires now because they saw the tech, and that's what I mean. It's not going anywhere. It's just, it's here to stay for sure. So yeah, that just shows you the chart of the Bitcoin kind of rise that was just from 2012. So, I mean, this time last year, it was about $1,000. So
and now it's about 15.
Today it's 15 grand. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, also, reason why it's come down as well is because of this bottlenecking as well, right? So Bitcoin, the people who do work with Bitcoin developers and stuff, they are, which I believe in the first quarter, they're bringing out, it's called Lightning Tech. So basically they're just going to add to the Bitcoin blockchain and add another layer. So it'll be able to do twice as many transactions as it's doing now, and it'll also bring the cost back down, because that's another thing. The transaction fees kind of gone up the last month because people just can't cope. No one was expecting it, I guess, to happen this quick, and all the servers and all that jazz just weren't prepared. So once this new blockchain is added to Bitcoin, yeah, it'll bring the fees back down to about 60 cents, I believe, and speed up the transaction times to twice as fast kind of thing as right now. So that's cool. Once that comes in, everything will be going a lot faster again. Okay, so let's talk about USI Tech, this company, because I'm telling you guys, this is just the easiest way to 5 times your Bitcoin in 1 year. And I say to people, I'm like, okay, if you got even if you say you got $500 in a savings account, a bank savings account, that's making you what, 0.1% interest per year?
It's horrible. It's terrible.
That's all, and I'm like, you can even set up these accounts for your kids instead of saving up a trust, or whatever. Just put in $100 or whatever you can afford. Like I said, you start with 60. Just do that. This way, you're going to be because what happens is USA Tech, you enter a 140-day, roughly, approximately. It's anywhere between 135 to say 150 days, but we'll just stick with 140 right now. Business days, so Monday to Friday, you basically earn on average, but anywhere between 0.75 to 1.25% a day in Bitcoin. So we'll just say 1% for now for 140 days. It's just a little bit easier. So for 140 days, this is just over six months, you're going to be making 1% in Bitcoin every day. Okay. And once you're, until you reach 140% return on capital, which is your initial, say you bought one package, so on your $60. So until you reach 140%, like I said, that package stays alive. But once you hit 140%, it matures and it expires, right? Because you've made your 40% return on capital, which is great. So that's for me. So if you leave it, or say for a year, if you want to compound, which is another thing which I highly, highly recommend, then that means every time you accumulate enough to buy a new package, like $60 in your daily interest earnings, then it'll automatically buy a new package. So you'll always kind of have packages.
Wow. So they're like the interest you get, what you're gaining is like you're buying more with that. So it's like one investment, let's say $60, and then I make the $60 back, and I say I want to compound it, so it invests it again, and then that one gets 100. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you. So let's go over to my dashboard. Okay. So here is. So this is where you go to if you wanted to see how. So basically, the price, it will always be $60. That will never change. What will change is how much Bitcoin you get in that package. Okay. And because you're being paid in Bitcoin, so you're still getting that 1% daily, but because you're getting in Bitcoin, you'll also be getting the value of, say, Bitcoin, like in 6.5 months, who knows, but I'm pretty sure Bitcoin would be worth more than it is right now. So it's not like, basically, when you buy the package, you kind of got to forget about the dollars. Just, you now have Bitcoin, okay? So, for example, this is how much, okay, so this is how much I've made in Bitcoin, right? I started with $120, 2 packages. So if I go to, I can't copy that. I've tried.
Because you're incognito, probably.
No, you just can't from dashboard for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to just put in 0.187. Oops, 78.
1878146.
Is that right?
1878146.
Yeah. Okay, so that is how much I now have in Bitcoin. 2,815.
You spend $120. You got 2 packages, and you now have $2,800.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, and that's Bitcoin at this value. So this is, and I'm still earning every single day, right? Because it's like I did buy more. Like I started off with 2, and then I bought like 4 more, and then I bought 2 more, and then I bought 8 more, and that was it. So in total, the amount I've invested is about 900 American dollars in total, right? But I'm still 900. I've still tripled my money. Now, if I would have just bought it at Bitcoin and just left it in my wallet, or like I said, don't leave it in Coinbase, but say that I did, then I would have only maybe doubled my money or less, because my first 2 packages, I think is about $6,500 to the Bitcoin. So, but I only bought a couple packages then at that price. So this is the beauty of this company, is that the volatility of Bitcoin doesn't really matter too much, because USA Tech is paying us with their foreign exchange. That's how they make a lot of their money. So you're still going to get your 1% every day, regardless, until you get to 140 days. So I did broke it down right here, just to explain, because a lot of people like, well, how do you, like, why can't I just leave it in the exchange or just leave it in my wallet? Well, you can do that for sure. But then you start freaking out when it drops or when it goes up.
Yes.
So
just all the posts
way,
on that. Oh,
yeah, and this way you don't need to really have an external wallet right yet. It's only when you want to start withdrawing it. But like I said, the USI Tech credit card, that's coming out, I believe in the first quarter of this year. So that's all you'll need. Like, you know, or keep it as Bitcoin and just keep it, get a ledger wallet or an offline wallet or like blockchain. You can keep it in there too. I would suggest that. Like, just Bitcoin's only really going to go up, like in the big scheme of things, kind of thing. So this is why it's very difficult to lose your money when you compound Bitcoin in USI Tech. Yeah, and everyone asks me that. They're like, well, if I would have just kept it in Coinbase, yeah. But the thing with USI Tech, you get the added value. When Bitcoin goes up, you're getting that as well as the 1%. So if you were to buy packs equivalent to 1 Bitcoin, you would spend $15,000 at today's price. It would buy you 250 of the BTC packages in USI Tech, right? So if you then compound your returns, like I said, and there's a button, I'll show you in a minute. There's a button, you can just set it, it'll do it automatically. Like that's what I mean. This is the most passive way to make money. So if you
because you forget. Oh no!
Yeah,
when
you can just forget about it. You're like,
time,
oh, it's done. It's in there. My money's in there.
don't worry about it.
It's working for me. My Bitcoin is actually working for me, which is the beauty of it. It's awesome. So if you then compound your returns 100% for 1 year, you'll end up with 1,622 packs.
Wow.
Which is 6.25 of Bitcoin, worth a total of $93,775 at today's value.
Yeah, pay your kids college.
There you go. And now if the price of Bitcoin stays at today's price for the whole year, okay. So if the Bitcoin was to drop by 50%, let's say, and was only worth 7,500, you'll still end up with 6.25 Bitcoins because it's in the packages, right? That's on auto rebuy. Each packages is making 1%. Remember that. So you'll still end up with 6.25 Bitcoins, but the value of them will, my little camera's in the way there. Hold on. Oops.
Yeah, welcome to Zoom, huh,
I
baby?
know.
You always see them move stuff around so that you guys can't see it.
I know. I'm trying to think how I can I move that? Oh yeah, there we go. So we'll end up, and the value will be then 46,000. Remember, you put in 15 grand if you're buying a whole one, right? 46,000. And if it's dropped 50%. So if it drops by 75%, it's only worth $3,751. Well, you still have that 6.25 and it's still worth 23 grand. So you're still ahead by $8,439. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I like I said, I researched this company thoroughly before, and they've just come out with a bunch of new updates, and they're transparent, they're reachable, they're there. I think that they already have about 600,000 members. So they're huge. So on the flip side, what if Bitcoin increases like it's predicted to? If it goes up to 40,000, like I said, now your 2.5 Bitcoin is worth $250,000.
Woo!
From 15,000 in 1 year. 1 year. If it climbs higher to say 60 grand, which experts feel is very possible in the next 12 months, your 6.25 is now worth $375,000.
This totally makes sense to me because the numbers I was told by
it's all math. Like, you can't lie with math. This is all math. That's what
this local person invested back when it was really inexpensive.
Oh God, yeah.
First came out 50,000, and they said he's worth 30 million right now.
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to go invest 50,000, but you can if you want. So please join us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, they said if you would have bought $1 worth of Bitcoin back in 2009, you'd be now worth $140 million.
That'll get us some vacations, huh, baby?
Exactly. So anyway, so it makes back to here. It makes no difference what Bitcoin price is doing. You'll still end up turning Bitcoin into 6.25 Bitcoins in 288 working days, approximately 1 year. And if the bottom does fall out of the price, which is highly unlikely, but not impossible, you are still going to make money. These results are simple math. You'll still get the same percent growth on smaller starting figures. Yeah, I've just kept it simple with.
Oh, Tam, 280 days work, and that's not an entrepreneur. That's why we need to invest in Bitcoin if you're an entrepreneur, because you're working 365 pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. And I set up my group, and Brady and I are going to start working together on the membership site and everything, because anyone can do this. This is the beauty. And you actually become your own bank. And like I said, we're just talking about Bitcoin today, but I've already invested with about 4 other different cryptos, and I'm about to do about 4 more this week. And yeah, I'm just probably going to put $50 into some of them. But you just got to know the right ones to pick the right ones, because that $50 can be worth, oh my God, like one of the ones I'm in, I got them for a penny each. I've already they're worth, I spent maybe $300 in total. I have 30,000 of these coins, and I've already 10 times my money, right? It's already worth $3,000. But I know in this year, they will definitely hit $1. So that's what I made 30,000, and they hit $10. It might take a year, 2 years. It's $300,000 on $300. So it's still so possible to make huge money on the right crypto.
Right. It's
right?
not too late.
So,
and this is what we're about. We're about transparency. We want to make sure you understand everything. There's nothing hidden here. And that you can see we're really passionate, because we're excited to help you. We're excited to help.
yeah, fair. That's what I mean. It's like, come on board, guys. Honestly, this is like.
Doesn't matter where you live. You can live in Nova Scotia and be the mother of 3 and invest $60 and change your life and change your child's life.
Exactly. And can I just add that, like, there's 2 billion people in the world that don't have access to a bank account. 2 billion. That's a lot of people. And what cryptocurrency does, all you need is a credit card, and you can get a credit card without a bank account. And many of these places that don't have bank account, or, can't get bank accounts. So now, like, someone gets a credit card, they buy their Bitcoin or their crypto, they have their e-wallet. Well, I can now send some dude in Malawi, Africa, money. No one can stop me. No one can, you know what I mean? You literally are your own bank, but obviously that comes with being responsible for your money. Like if you lose your private key or you lose any, it's kind of gone. So you have to be, you can keep it in a safe, or, because you can get paper wallets for a lot of these as well. Like one of the ones I was talking about, I'm trying to find out where it is.
My Canadian about.
But you can also get paper wallets. Right, which is offline, completely offline, completely unhackable. Now,
yes, I'm going to help her feng shui her office.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like literally, like this is a wallet. This is a paper wallet. So no one can hack this. It's on here, and a lot of cryptos will offer paper wallets too. So that's another way to hold on to your crypto, especially if you're just going to hold on to it for a year and watch it grow. And that's great. So that's another possibility for you guys. Now.
Okay, so we're right at an hour, and I like to honor the hour time zone because everybody's super busy. Thank you, everybody who showed up on Facebook. If you want to pop on over, come talk to us right now. Otherwise, jump into the Crypto Minds group. I put the link there below the video. And let Tam know what you want more information on, what you're unclear on, and we would love to jump on a call and help you get all set up, because we're looking to work with people that want to have fun and make money, and that's what it's all about. Because now I get to hang out with her. I get to choose who I get to hang out with and make money, and when I make money, she makes money. So that's the greatest part of all. Pick people you like to hang out with, and then get rich together, and we can all go on vacation and sit on the beach instead of 25 below zero.
Exactly. And can I just Ben, can you put the link for my website? Because there's a half-an-hour video that shows the whole USI Tech presentation, which is awesome. And if I had more time, I'd go into that. But yeah, honestly, just watch that video. That will explain a lot of stuff. That's about it.
And for those of you that registered, you will get an email, and they'll have links to the Facebook group, links to her website. So don't worry. And you can always message us on Facebook. You can always send us a message, and we'll get back to you. Maybe not immediately because we might be busy, in our class, or we might be busy buying. I know that's what she's doing after this, is we're going to go buy.
Yep, we are.
Money.
Yep. So yeah, littlebitofcoin.com or Facebook group or the Crypto Minds. We've got lots of options there. And yeah, check it out, please. And thank you so much for joining. Hopefully I haven't rambled too much. This is my first live interview, so I was a little bit nervous.
You did fantastic. Lindsay says, thank you for sharing, ladies.
Pleasure, Linz.
Oh, good for you. She says she has 2 packages with USI Tech too, as I was curious, and a friend was doing it. See, that's what's happening, is your friends are starting to do it, and people are like, I just had a friend who said, well, I don't even know what I did, but I just bought some Bitcoin. But we would love to work with you, because we want to make sure you get proper information. If Tamara doesn't know it, if Tam doesn't know it, guess what? Brian knows it, or Bob knows it. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. My upline, I'm in direct contact with them. So, they both said to me today, like, your stuff, you kill it, like you're cool. So
this all started because I love her, and I am in the Builder All platform with her, and she said she had never live streamed before, and I'm like, what, girl?
I know, Brittany was awesome. She's awesome.
Come on, let's have some fun. I believe in getting information out there, and then people make their choices. So I sat through and watched that training, and I did nothing, and then you see us in a year on a beach going, woo, Brittany's drinking margaritas.
We're gonna buy our own island, dude.
We'll buy our own island. Okay, come with us.
Everyone that's on our team, you get. Yeah, I spoke to my mates who I'm having my crypto night with. That's our plan. We're gonna buy our own island in a year or two.
Hey, thank you so much. We got more people saying thanks. Great live. We appreciate that feedback. We really.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. I
am a live stream hoe. I'm on all the time.
And I've just popped my live stream version.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. So guys, if you like to laugh and you like to have fun, and it's okay if you already signed up under somebody else, we're still going to help you.
Exactly, because like I said, there's other cryptos that we're involved with. That I'm getting ready to be involved with. So like I said, in my group, I set up some questions. I know that I have other members that are not under me in USI Tech, but that's cool. That's no worries. The tutorials are for everyone. And if you were interested in other cryptocurrencies, then I would hope you might go through my link, instead, or Brady's, and get Brady sorted as a thank you.
Just post there in the Facebook live there below it in the comments if you want more information. Post in the group. Some people are shy and they don't want to ask questions where it's public. In the Crypto Minds group, it's just us, those that we let in. So, you're going to be in a safe place. And then, like I said, we would love to do more lives, because I just want to help her get really great at it. And we like getting the information out. But we will be having that membership site set up really soon with tons of information. So come join us and have some fun. That's what it's all about. And head on over to Zoom. The link is down below. Once again, it is 926-920-207. If you want to come and ask questions, it won't be recorded. And we'll stay on as long as it takes so you understand what's going on. We'll walk you through it right now if you want.
Yep.
All righty. Thanks, everybody. We so appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Peace out. Happy New Year's.
Yeah, peace and love.
Exactly.